Hey, what's up? It's Paul from Guitar World, and today we're going to be checking out an incredibly intuitive and innovative guitar amp and cab and effects processor, the HeadRush Pedalboard. Let's check it out. So what you just heard, of course, is the HeadRush Pedalboard, which not only does it sound so cool and authentic, but everything on this particular pedal board is so easy to understand and intuitive to work around. As you can see, here is my beautiful crystal clear display that shows me my current pedal board setup, along with my amps and pedals and where they are in the signal chain. So all of your amps and effects and your signal chain can easily be manipulated or changed on the fly with this touch screen that can also allows you to swipe or drag and drop. As you can see, look, you can see there are my tones. It's the classic rock I have over here. I can save my presets. It also allows me to create a new rig, delete a rig, do all these little functions that I need to do. And it's also intuitive in the fact that, as you can see over here in my classic rock signal chain, everything corresponds to the 12-foot switches here on this incredibly sturdy steel chassis. And I can change the parameters as well from here. Also, I can change parameters in a hands-free edit mode as well. So when I say it's intuitive, you can see right now, being on this classic rock rig right now, that's the sound, but I can easily correspond to each parameter or particular effect or amp. So cab over here is going to correspond to this cab just by clicking on it. I can see that I turned it off. Now the sound has changed. Bring it back in. I can take out the reverb, as you can see. Bring it back in. And as I mentioned before, the hands-free edit mode is really cool because I can pick any individual effect or amp and change its parameter settings on the fly simply by holding a foot switch to where it is assigned. So say, for example, I have my air reverb over there. I'll hold it on the foot switch. Now I'm in hands-free mode, and as you can see to the corresponding foot switches, I can change each of the parameters from its size to its time, color, and mix. So for example, right now I'm on time. I'm in infinity, and I can bring it back down. Move over to the size of the reverb. Color. The mix where I want it to be. And then exit. So not only does the expression pedal work as an expression pedal or to change parameters, it also works as a straight up volume pedal as well. And of course, as I said before, you can manipulate everything off the screen. For example, if I want to pick the amp, you can see I can change the parameter settings just by using the 3 rotary knobs over here. And I can switch to the next bunch from there and just keep swiping for each preset. So I can change everything. And that goes the same for anything over here. Like an effect, I can change the amount of distortion. That allows me just that. And as you saw the air reverb before, when I selected that, you saw the same time I can just do it manually from the board as well. And then, of course, any changes you make, you can easily save hitting the save button on top. So as you saw before, I was able to activate and deactivate foot switches which correspond to amps, cabs, effects, and all. What's great, of course, is that I can create my own rig. Some of these presets also have the option of being able to custom tailor if you like the sound already. As you can see, I can add more to this particular preset. But let's create our own rig. Starting over here, I can hit New Rig. And as you can see, this is my signal chain from in to out. And I can start adding things simply by getting in here. Starting, of course, that was my in, so I may want to start with a distortion. And as you can see, I have these choices of distortion. And then it can be full gain, whatever I want. Over here, let's get to my amp. And I have a choice of amps. Let's try an AC high boost over here. And there's a cabinet, with, of course, that's added there. And then let's get to the modulation. I'll add a chorus, an intense over here, and then I'll add a little bit of reverb and delay. The 11 reverb with the cathedral sound. And then over here, I can add a little delay if I want. Bucket Brigade delay and with a little light echo. And over here, I have pretty much my sound and my signal path of what I've created. And as you can see, each one corresponds to where I want it, so I can change the parameters, turn it on and off as before. In addition to the many wonderful sounding presets, or rigs as they call them here, what's great about the HeadRush pedalboard is the gapless preset switching, meaning like if you have a certain preset and it has reverb and delay with trails, it'll spill over into the next preset, like this, for example. Going over here on Echo Park, which uses a lot of echo. Right into Bitfire. You can hear the trails from the previous preset from Echo Park. Let's try that again. Another great feature from the HeadRush pedalboard is its 20-minute looper, which can easily be accessed right here by the switch that says looper. So, picking my one preset here, which is a rotary sound, I can easily do a 20-minute loop, and you can see it has a mute function. I can peel off the last loop if I didn't like it, insert what I need. Here's the record and start, and of course it has all the requisite half speed, twice the speed, half loop, reverse, pretty much everything you want in a looper. So let's give it a whirl and take a listen. So now that I've laid down my initial loop, I'm going to overdub on top of it and add another part to it with using a synth-based part and harmonize that. Let's take a listen. Here we go. And finally, there I have my loop, and now I want to solo over it. I can just go to another preset and just go for it. Take a listen. Not only does the HeadRush pedalboard tone sound realistic, but its feel is incredibly responsive. But what sets it apart from other guitar processors is its amazing 7-inch touchscreen display that allows you to easily swipe, drag and drop, and edit and save presets seamlessly on the fly. Definitely check it out.